Dr. Hira Lal, IAS, a visionary leader in rural transformation, climate action and governance. Dr. Hira Lal Patel, IAS, is a dynamic leader, social reformer and climate action advocate dedicated to sustainable development, rural transformation and effective governance in India. His commitment to innovation, public-centric governance and environmental sustainability has earned him immense respect in public administration. A journey rooted in purpose. Born in Bagdi, Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Lal's early experiences in farming communities shaped his mission to empower villages, improve governance, and promote environmental consciousness. His career began in 1993 as an engineer at NTPC before joining the Uttar Pradesh Civil Services UPPCS in 1994. Promoted to the Indian Administrative Service IAS in 2009, he has since pioneered IT-enabled governance, grassroots development, and climate initiatives. A unique leadership style. Dr. Lal is known for his charisma, persistence, and ability to turn ideas into lasting change. His innovative thinking, quick decision-making, and effective delegation make him an inspiring leader. Model Gaon, transforming rural India. One of his most impactful initiatives is Model Gaon, a non-profit movement aimed at making India's villages self-sufficient and holistically developed. Inspired by Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel, and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Model Gaon promotes community participation, low-cost solutions, and resource optimization to drive sustainable rural progress. Welcome back, friends. We welcome Dr. Hira Lal Patel, sir, to this show. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sukriya, for inviting to this discussion.
Thank you, sir. Sir, going back to your life, you started your journey from very humble beginnings. You were born in a village. Please elaborate about it. How has your early childhood been and how you came to public service?
Actually, I was born and brought up in a village which was not developed at that point of time, at the time of my birth. The name of village is Bagdi and it is in district Basti, UP.
Right.
As regards my journey to IAS, the inspiration motivator was my father. He is no more now and he died in COVID. He was primarily a farmer. We are from farming family, but he was serving as veterinary pharmacist in block Semriyama. So he was knowing power, prestige, everything associated with the civil services. Okay. So from the childhood, it was the dream of my father to make me civil servant. To make me civil servant, what he did, he inculcated that idea by taking me to visit the blocks and different meetings. So he inculcated, and that inculcation motivated, inspired me to come into civil services. So all credit goes to my father.
Right. Thank you for acknowledging your father's efforts, sir. So we would like to know one thing. You started your journey as an engineer in NTPC. Then you came to UPSC and finally becoming an IAS officer in 2009. And then throughout your journey, you have been into public service. What inspires you so much to dedicate your life for public service?
Actually, in my childhood, I studied till 8th class from my village in government primary school. Right. So at that point of time, I used to go on foot 4-5 kilometers every day. I was taking bikes. There was no good facilities in the primary. Yeah. And what are the problems in the villages that I have lived in my childhood? So everything is in my memory, in my RAM, which inspires me, which motivates me, which compels me to serve the village, so that villagers should not face all such problems which I faced. So the childhood experience is a golden stick in my hand to do all these things.
Right.
And second thing, winning the trust of the public.
Right.
For a good administrator, for a good servant, the best thing how to win the trust of the public. That is very difficult.
Right, sir.
And I like and I enjoy winning the trust of the public, living in the public, winning their trust by knowing their problems and by solving their problems. If you will solve the problems of the public, they will treat you like anything. I can say, just to make you understand God.
Right, sir.
Because they treat the officials, they keep the officials in very high esteem.
Right, sir.
So winning the trust by helping them, by cooperating with them, by talking with them, by associating with them, I have developed 3C formula.
Okay, sir.
Connect, communicate and cooperate. Connect with the masses.
Right.
They will not come to connect you. You have to go to connect them, because you are here and public is here.
Right.
So public cannot go there,
Yes.
but you can come here. So you will have to come from here to here
Come down.
to connect.
Okay.
Connect with them, communicate with them,
Right.
cooperate with them to win the trust.
So friends, we came to know about Sir's public life, how dedicated he is. And I was very intrigued to see that he has written a book called The Dynamic DM. In fact, it is a book that was written on him by Srimati Kumud Verma. And sir, I just want to know, you started your life as a public servant and then you went on to become the DM, the district magistrate, which is a very respectable position as an IAS officer of Banda. What reforms did you bring? How climate action came to your heart, and why you are continuing on your journey of climate action starting as your DM tenure?
Actually, climate is devastating, I can say,
Right.
all aspects of life. So this devastation I have perceived 5-6 years back. So to mitigate, to reduce the climatic change, I did on water conservation.
Right, sir.
I did how to ensure tree survival. So in place of tree plantation campaign, I launched tree survival campaign. Likewise,
Right, sir.
I did many things, how to use organic things. I promoted organic things so that we can save Jal, Jangal, Jameen. That is our mother. Earth mother is made of Jal, Jangal, Jameen.
Right.
So we are doing many type of atrocities with Jal, Jangal, Jameen, that is with Mother Earth. So by conserving water, by tree survival campaign and by organic things, farming promotion,
Right, sir.
I experimented how very easily, very simple form, we can reduce the climate change. I started from there.
Right, sir.
I raised the water table by 1 meter 34 centimeter with the help of public. We developed many oxygen parks.
Okay.
And we planted those trees which are producing more oxygen, so that we can supply oxygen to the city, a concept behind the theme.
Right.
Likewise, we promoted organic farming. So that all plastic free Banda.
Wow.
We took bikes.
Right, sir.
We took many biodegradable items which can replace the plastic. So we launched a campaign, plastic free Banda, Jhola Yukt Banda,
Okay.
plastic Mukt Banda, so that people should start living plastic free life. So this all, if you put together, all actions together is to reduce, to mitigate climate change.
Excellent, sir. So this was in Banda. You raised the water table to 1.34, and from there, sir, how did the idea of Model Gaon generate, and where all this Model Gaon campaign, the NGO that you are the chief mentor of, is doing wonderful work related to climate action, sustainability. So please throw some light on this.
Actually, after my transfer in February 2020,
Right.
one my friend Ms. Gangwarji made one point what I did in Bada, one pager.
Okay.
He listed all action and activities and what results we achieved there. For example, what we achieved in water conservation, what we achieved in tree plantation, what we achieved in women development, what we achieved in student development, what we achieved in women empowerment.
Okay.
So that list I shared in my LinkedIn profile.
Okay. Excellent.
And the Saurabh Singh, Sri Saurabh Singh was then the foundation head of ICCI Foundation.
Okay.
He called me and he messaged me that I am following you since last 5-6 years. You are doing amazing work and whatever you have listed, that is a reality. Already we know about it. So how we can replicate it in whole UP, in whole India? Think about this. This message I sent to Munish ji and I connected Saurabh Singh and Munish ji to develop some model to replicate it.
Wow.
From there, this model gaon model came into picture. Since all the things of the model gaon is based on my work, my experiment, that is called design thinking. We can say design thinking work
Right, sir.
done in model in Banda, district magistrate. So all the things and work is based on my work. So I am associated with this project as honorary mentor. I am mentoring, I am supporting it, and on holidays like Saturday, Sunday, I used to support this model gaon project by visiting villages, by planning, by in helping operation management and all. So this is in brief, this model gaon came in picture.
Excellent. Sir, I've seen you personally working. You never waste a single minute of your precious time. Whatever time remains with you, either you are working for the environment or you are with the students. So when it comes to climate action and motivating students, I have seen you going to schools. So what inspires you to reach out to the present generation and through them to the future generation?
Actually, the student is the future.
Right, sir.
They are, if we will make them convinced that by their action we can save our future from the devastation due to climate change, and if they will do the required action, then we can save our future. And they are targets whom we can easily convince,
Right.
because they are not pakka ghada.
Right, exactly.
They are not ripened pot.
Right, sir.
So with this view, I am going into the colleges and telling them, convincing them that these are the things. For example, plastic free student. You don't use plastic in your school bags, in your life and everywhere. Okay. Likewise, plastic free schools. I am motivating school management also. Try to make green schools, green students by not using plastic materials, by conserving water, by doing plantation through students in their homes, in schools and all that. So this will help to check the climate change, because students, if a student will convince in turn to their parents, to their relations, that is more effective.
Right.
Everybody, every parents, every relative never disobey the desire of a student. So that is a motto behind it.
Dr. Hira Lal sir is trying to inspire the parents, the teachers and the society in large.
One more thing I would like to add in that, that I am gifting, I say in Hindi, Gyan Daan. I am gifting them knowledge. Knowledge is power. So I am empowering the students on climatic change in the name of Gyan Dan or knowledge gifting. So that is also a mission or motto of mine. I believe in giving. I believe in gifting.
Right.
So I do this in many ways. So that is Gyan Dan is one way among many.
Friends, Dr. Hiralal ji is saying giving is his motto. Giving is a sign of a great leader. And now we are going to explore some of his leadership qualities. You have been taking risks in your life. You have gone beyond your comfort zone to experiment things, be it Banda, be it Model Gaon, be it climate action. Sir, what is your leadership style? What is the true leadership strategy that you follow in personal life? And how, I believe through this podcast, the students and the present generation can learn from that. Please throw some light, sir.
Actually, I follow a small simple sentence and I am practicing it into my life, in my governance style and in my management. That is, do the same thing differently.
Okay.
What does it mean? Do the same thing differently for what? For reducing the time, for reducing the cost, and for making the process easy to that action. We always do some action and activity to achieve some objective or some goals. That objective and goals entails action and activity. That action activity requires cost, time and doing process. If through this sentence, do the same thing differently for reducing the cost of the action, for reducing the time required to do that activity and to make that process easy. So this is my hobby, that is in my blood. So that is I am practicing and now I have good expertise in that.
Right.
So everything what I do looks like a innovation.
Okay.
And
Right.
one more thing I would like to say that is the design thinking, leadership style. What people do, they will make big, heavy projects, programs. I do not do that.
Right, sir.
Just start whatever has come to your mind.
Right.
Start doing and start evolving.
Right.
One more thing I have in my style, that is bottom up approach. Involve the locals, involve the local attire, local language, local food, everything local. Because if you will not do that, you cannot get the desired results. Because local situation, if local situation will not support you, you cannot perform, you cannot get the desired results. To get the local support, you have to associate with the local things. It may be fooding system, it may be social system, it may be anything. So you have to do like this, and this is called the bottom up approach.
Right. So from bottom up approach, sir, I saw that today you traveled almost 160 to 170 kilometers. You went all the way to Raebareli. That's what your staff was telling before this podcast began. And I was thinking you would have started your day by 10:30 or 11, but they told me that the day started at as early as 8 a.m. So what drives you being a public servant when you are almost occupied for 10-12 hours every day, committed to the government? And we keep seeing your post on LinkedIn. You're going from this village to that village to supervise the irrigation work, being the secretary to the government of UP. What still inspires you to go beyond those 10-12 hours and continue to work for another 10-12 hours for climate action?
Actually, if you solve the problem of any person, a pleasing smile, happiness we see on the face, that is our outcome. That inspires me, that motivates me. So if you have this type of appetite,
Right.
different person have different type of, some person have appetite for money, some person have appetite for something else, but my appetite is to bring smile, to bring happiness on the face of the people. So to meet many people, to solve many problems of the society, we have to invest time, and that give you ample energy to do all that.
Right.
So that is the motto, and that is the energy which keeps you doing many hours.
Yes, exactly.
That's what keeps Dr. Hiralal sir going. Sir, I would like to know from you, I was reading about your biography, and recently I came across a news post which said that when you were in Punjab as the election supervisor, as a review person who would like to see how the elections are being conducted, you initiated something very strange which has unheard of anywhere in the world, and that were green elections. I believe then there was another news that when you went to Maharashtra, you did the same model there. What inspired you to quote unquote start green elections? What are they, and how will they serve the future?
Actually, green election is nothing but just to reduce the carbon production or its devastating effect.
Right, sir.
In society, in every action activity, we are producing greenhouse gases, carbon, methane and all.
Right.
So in elections, due to elections, we do many actions, activity which are extra for the election. If that election will be not there, that action and activity will not happen.
Right.
Because of that action and activity, a huge amount of green gases are produced within a very short period, because
Right.
election is held, processed in a limited period. To reduce this green gases, already Election Commission of India has issued a detailed guideline what to do, what not to do. So when I was given the role to act as general observer in 6 Anandpur Sahib parliamentary constituency in Punjab, I implemented that guideline which is issued to reduce the green gases during the election. So it looks strange,
Right.
it looks new, but that guideline is there. I implemented by making a good team of all the 4 district magistrates, 4 deputy commissioners, because that constituency is made of 9 MLA constituencies, and it all 9 in 4 districts.
Oh, okay.
So that I implemented with my governance style,
Right.
by making team, by associating all the stakeholders, and we created a good model. Mostly media has covered this green election because it was new to them. It looks innovation. It looked there at that point of time a innovation. Thereafter, I got the opportunity to serve as general observer in Maharashtra election for 2 constituency,
Okay.
172 Anusakti Nagar and 173 Chembur.
Okay.
There I replicated this green election model which I practiced in Punjab, and we customized it to suit the situation of the Mumbai region, being Punjab was mostly rural areas,
Right.
but these 2 constituency in Maharashtra was totally urban.
Urban.
So we took some ideas from Punjab experience,
Okay.
and we developed some new ideas
Right.
suiting to that these 2 constituency for urban, and we did a green election in Punjab. So making both together is a very good model. And you know, elections are going on every day, every month, every year globally in some countries, and because of that we are generating green gases. If that experiment will be acceptable, will be accepted globally,
Right.
it will help to a greater extent to mitigate the climate change. That is the and not only that, I have read through social media, through online resources, that 400 representatives are elected on green or climatic issues MP, MLA, councillor and to lower levels. And more than 100 parties are formed globally. And in some countries, Green Party is in rule, in the government also. So in the recently held election in UK, in which our PM Sunak lost, 4 MP won election from Green Party. And in the recently concluded election of the USA president, Green Party contested, though they did not win any election, but they contested at all levels. At president, Dr. Jill contested as for the president.
Friends, you heard Dr. Hira Lal ji saying that all over the world, all over the globe, there is a hue and cry about climatic change. People are facing the aftermath of climate change, and now climate action happens to be the only solution. So people are voting for Green Party, people are voting for MPs which are for climate action. Sir, one thing I would like to know, being a public servant, you face a lot of challenges. I'm sure you must have faced to come out of that job and do things for the public. But let's say me as an individual or anyone who is listening to this, most of us are not public servants. How can we contribute to bring a greener society? How can the public be part of your movement? You have initiated so many things, and I'm sure most of the things are very long lasting. For example, raising the water table, creating a design thinking plan for that. Maybe it's the model Gaon, it's the green election. I'm sure these efforts will multiply. But what are 2 or 3 things which a common man can do in his or her life to build a better climate, better future for us?
The answer to this question is in 3 sentences, very small and simple sentence. First, live plastic free life. Second, you conserve water as much as you will consume in a year during the rainy season, when God is giving you free pure water in rainy season. Third point, we are taking oxygen. Oxygen is produced in the factory, name is plant, tree. So you plant as many trees which will produce oxygen which you can take in a year. So whatever oxygen you are taking, produced by planting tree. 1, save water during raining season. As much you will consume in different forms in a year. And third, you live plastic free life. It is very easy to do for any person or for anybody. So if these things will be done by masses, by public, climatic mitigation will be automatically come in picture.
Right, sir. So we see so many of your posts coming up. Like you gave a very classic example, oxygen plant, and planting trees or planting plants for oxygen. Very relatable. And many of your quotes, many of your sentences have become actually quotes for the students to follow. So what motivates you, inspires you to come digitally so active? You are all over the social media, be it LinkedIn, be it Facebook, be it YouTube, and now in a podcast. What inspires you?
Social media is a communication tool.
Right, sir.
And basically, if you are able to scale up your message, scale up your good things, scale up your social products, so that people should come to know about it and people should buy it. To scale up it, currently social media is the dominant media among many things. There is many media and many means to communicate, but social media is cheap, easy to use and easy to operate. So social media, by using social media, we can scale up our action and activity to provide benefit to more and more public, to more and more masses. That is the issue. Actually, to give answer to this question, I would give first example. If you want to improve the performance of a school, there are 2 ways. First is increase the infrastructure world class quality.
Right, sir.
Second thing, you increase the quality of the teachers, management world class.
Okay.
So if you are giving training, by giving training, education and updating, changing the mindset to make all the management, to make all the teachers world class.
Right, sir.
By changing their mind software.
Okay.
So changing software, and if you are changing the infrastructure world class, that is changing the hardware.
Right.
So what we should do? Should we change hardware? Should we change software?
First, software, I believe.
Software.
Yes, sir.
You gave the answer to your own question.
Right, sir.
So changing software is my priority.
Okay.
To change the mindset of the people
Okay.
to do good things.
Wow.
But what is in practice? In practice, we don't give the importance to change the software, we give the importance to change the hardware. If you want to improve, increase the performance impact of the school, teach the teachers.
Wow.
Teach the teacher, meaning thereby change their software.
Yes.
So my vision is through different ways change the software of the public so that they should start doing good things.
Right.
That is the vision.
Right.
That's what I am doing in different ways, going to the college, giving interview in different modes, going on the ground to lecture them, to change their software. It doesn't mean that hardware is not required, but first priority should be software, then hardware. But here things are in reverse order.
Right.
We are focusing 90% on hardware, 10% on software. That's why our performance and efficiency is going down.
Right.
So I am trying to reverse this sequence, focus 90% on software,
Right.
and 10% on hardware.
What you are doing is, sir, putting the sequence right. Because friends, as we say that change begins from within, Mahatma Gandhi said, if you want to bring real peace in this world, you'll have to begin with children. And if you want to change the world, you have to first change yourself. He said, be the change you want to see in the world. One of the ideals of Dr. Hira Lal sir is Mahatma Gandhi. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is another one. And third is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And we see a fourth leader in the same row emerging, Dr. Hira Lal sir.
सब्सक्राइब करें आपका अपना चैनल न्यूज टाइम नेशन और हर खबर सबसे पहले पाने के लिए बेल आइकॉन जरूर दबाएं। और हाँ, खबरें पसंद आ जाएं तो लाइक और शेयर करना ना भूलें।